What's up, guys? It's me, Akshay from Ahuja Entertainment, and we're here today live in Charlotte, North Carolina to film another episode of My American Journey. This is where first-generation American immigrants come on, tell their stories, and cook me food. We're here today with another.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you, actually.
I know, it's been forever,
It's
right?
been a while. I've known you since middle school.
It's been that long. Yeah, it's been crazy.
Good old
Well,
Greenville.
thank you for having us today in your kitchen, and we're gonna make some food. What are we making today?
We're making grape leaves. Warak dawali. It's what it's called in Arabic. Can you say that?
Say it, what?
Warak
Warak?
dawali.
Diwali.
There you go. Almost
It's
like
almost
Happy
like-
Diwali.
Yeah, that's like my people's type of stuff. Yeah, it's like celebration of lights. Woo,
There
woo,
we go.
fun.
And
But
you
now
make this for celebrations.
okay, so tell me what type of celebrations you make them for.
So you make this for big gatherings. It takes about an hour to roll these grape leaves. I'll show you how to roll. You kind of roll it like a burrito. Don't mind my rolling. It might be a little messed up because I'm first generation Arab American, so I'm not a pro. But
Yeah, check
there
that
you
out.
go,
You know
little
what?
cigar.
Put it right here. Let's get this. There we go. Check that out. Little cigar.
I was born and raised in Greenville, North Carolina. Greenville, North Carolina, they don't know what Arabs are, rather than even Palestinians. So it was fun growing up there. But yeah, I mean, you make this for big gatherings. It takes about 2-3 hours to roll. You would typically have a much bigger pot than this right here, and takes about, I think, like 45 minutes to an hour to cook.
Yeah.
And then you eat it in 2 minutes.
How would you cook those? So these are grape leaves, right?
Mhm.
And then you put rice, and what else is inside of it?
There's rice, parsley, tomatoes. It's all finely diced up. Spices, and then you.
Spicy.
You like spices?
Because
Oh yeah, but it's not as hot.
okay.
You would think.
There's a difference.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So
It's-
we're used to the spice trade over where I'm from.
I like spicy.
Yeah. You like spicy,
I
but
like
this is not
spicy.
spicy.
No,
Okay.
this just has like pure Mediterranean spices. What are they? I'm not sure. Sorry.
Look, that's perfect. You said so you were born in Greenville, North Carolina,
Mhm.
and you grew up in Greenville, North Carolina.
Oh yeah.
So how was that like? Because I grew up in Greenville, North Carolina with you. We went to the same middle school.
That's true. They probably thought we were brother and sister too. So we
Yeah.
looked around.
Yeah. Hello. And we're like Anyway, I was gonna say we're the lighter versions, but no. So growing up in Greenville for me, it was very hard because there weren't that many people that looked like us, right? They had a lot of questions. Was it kind of the same for you?
Oh yeah, definitely. So in the beginning, actually, I didn't hear anything about like, oh, you're Arab, oh, go back to your own country until about high school. I think that's when like
That's high school is
Arabs-
when 9/11 happened too. We were in high school.
Exactly. Yeah.
I remember I was a freshman in
Yeah.
high school,
You're a
and
freshman.
I was in, truth be told, I played hooky that day because I didn't feel good. So I stayed home, and I remember my mom and my dad waking me up. Like,
Mhm.
I was like, why are you waking me up? I did this on purpose. I'm trying to sleep. They're like, a plane crashed into a building, and I'm like, oh, wait.
Ooh, yeah,
It's
hold up a
pretty
second. What's
serious,
going on?
right? Were you there that day at school?
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you remember how that went?
Yeah, so it was funny because I was in my Spanish class when it happened, and a student told the teacher about, hey, turn on the TV, the plane just crashed into a building. He thought she was lying, so he never turned it on. And I think we had a quiz that day, so I think he thought she was trying to get out of it. So then, typical, right?
Yeah, that's one way to say it, yeah.
Yeah, so then I was walking to my geometry class, and all I see is this little boy running. The Arabs did it! The Arabs did it! Like, The Arabs did what?
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, what is wrong with this guy?
Is that really what happened?
Yeah,
Wow.
that is so random. I've never heard anyone say anything about Arabs before. Even knew what an Arab was. Usually you're white or black in Greenville, North Carolina.
It's true. I mean, there was a Jackie Robinson League and a Babe Ruth League. I was in the Jackie Robinson League. That's just how it happened. You fit in one or the two. So this was a big change for So you're saying that once that happened, you heard a lot more people calling.
Oh yeah, it was negative. Yes, it was so bad. It was insane because like me and my sister were twins. We always said we're Arab and nobody really cared, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we gotta be careful. We don't know how they're gonna react now. So when I got to my geometry class, they had the TV open or turned on, and I could see what was going on. I was like, wait a minute. Like I'm confused, but I'm also scared because all you hear is this little boy running across the hallway saying it's Arabs, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, then you kind of feel guilty because you're like, is everyone gonna come after me now? And then you start hearing people just talking, and then I guess the next day when they go home, or that day when they go home, the next day, the students are coming back and repeating whatever their parents are saying. Mm-hmm. So then it's like we got a lot of flack going into sophomore year. And it was like, oh my gosh, it was every other day. Go back to your own country. I was born and raised here. What you talking about?
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing too. Is like even after that event, particularly, people of Sikh descent, which is where I'm kind of from, if they would just wore a turban, which is part of their articles of faith, like they were being targeted. And I remember the first guy that was killed after 9/11 was a guy in Texas at a gas station. And they targeted him based upon the way that his look with the beard and the turban or the bugatti.
Which
and
is
so
sad. It's ignorance.
It is. And I think it's taken us years to get past that. And we've kind of been in the situation where, I mean, I don't know about you, but like it's been a marketing campaign for myself to kind of explain to people like our articles of faith and our belief and stuff like that, and kind of just try to change that mentality of like not every person is the same person, right?
Exactly.
So how did your family deal with that particularly? Like when you came home and your parents were there and you were talking, like it was tough, right? But
they're just like, be careful. Don't talk about you being Arab too much. And I'm like, wait, what are you talking about?
Because our whole life we were open about being Arab American.
Yeah, exactly.
We were born here, right?
Exactly. But see, my dad owned a grocery store in Farmville, North Carolina, which again is another country spot. And
Dogwood.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
The Dogwood flower.
And the Dogwood Festival.
Dogwood Festival, yeah. They always had the Dogwood Festival there. My parents used to, we had family friends that lived in Farmville as well. And we would go every year. It was like this little small, small festival with like the Scrambler and what else was there? Oh my god, I'm like
the funnel cake.
That's what I was going. The funnel cake.
Yes, the funnel cake.
That's exactly where I'm going. Now, even if I go to like a fair now, I'm like funnel cake.
Where's
you just walk by it and it goes.
I'm going right
smell
there.
it. Yeah. There's like, I'll be right back, guys.
I love it. That's so funny.
But it was great to live. I like whatever negativity that came out of that, though. There's the fact that we lived in those small communities.
And they knew you.
Yes.
Yeah. So like when my dad got the grocery store or a convenience store, they're like, people will come in there. They're farmers. They'd come in there and be like, we want to talk to the guy with the funny accent. Yeah. Because I've never had a foreigner there, and my dad barely knew English at the time, so he's still picking it up. And so they're like, where's the guy with the funny accent? And then they got to know him, and they'd come talk to him, and then they became like family. They'd come in with their little deers. A deer, yes, a deer.
What?
A little baby deer. They
would
walk the little baby deer to the store, so me and my sister and my brother.
Was the deer alive?
Yeah.
Wait,
like
the deer came inside
No, not inside the store.
Okay.
Like, walk to the parking lot, and they're like, kids, come out. So me and my sister and my brother would come out and go play with Bambi. And then they like would give us ducks. We had 7 little ducklings that we took home one day. So it was fun. So it's like
So they really put the farm in Farmville.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's
definitely.
fair.
That is true. That is true.
But they got to know you, and they got to realize that we're just neighbors.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think that's exactly the kind of thing that happened with me as well. Is just again, by talking and just having a conversation, you meet different people, and then you realize you're a lot more similar to each other than you are. Like I wouldn't know what to do if someone showed up with Bambi at my front door, but it seems like you guys handled it.
It was fun.
Really
we have
well.
pictures from way back in the day. I
Oh
wish
my
I had
gosh.
them with me so you could
Did you ever
see.
like? Did you ever like march the ducks in a row? And you're like ding ding ding. Ding.
We tried.
I mean,
We had chickens, ducks, dogs. I think we had a cat. I think I was too young for that. What else? The deer came to the store. I think
gosh.
that was it.
And then so then talking about that family piece of the neighbor piece, right? They would bring stuff to the store, not only animals, but like if they had a meal or if they had something to share with you. That was something that ostrich meat.
Yes.
In Farmville, North Carolina. Where do you find an ostrich in Farmville, North Carolina?
I don't know what it was, but we're like, okay, we'll try it.
Ostrich meat.
I think it was a delicacy.
Well, yeah, definitely, because there was no ostriches running around in Farmville, North Carolina.
That's
what they called it.
Yes.
Ostrich meat. Yeah, it was fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's the connection there, right there. Like I remember my parents had a store as well. We had a men's clothing store. My dad would just continue to meet people, and then before you know it, they're like. I mean, I was on the soul food side of the generation, so we had people that were bringing like collard greens and fried chicken and pecan or pecan, depending on where you're from.
Pecan pie.
Yeah, see, pecan pie. I love it.
Because he can't eat, okay?
Yeah.
Right?
I love it. But that's how it was. And so like as we got older though, like things, you just kind of got used to it. And I mean, so when did your parents came from Palestine, right? Mm-hmm. In what year?
Good question. I just know that they were like 21 years old.
Yeah.
God, what is that? I don't want to do math on the camera.
So they moved here to the States. How did they choose Greenville? Or how did they choose...
Oh, man. Okay, so my dad was in California first. And then my mom was in Washington, D.C. with her sister that was 10, 15 years older. So she had already came to America. So she's like, come on, siblings. So, and they both come from a family of 9 each.
Okay.
So they're both following siblings. So my dad followed his brother to California, and my mom followed her sister to DC. And then they got married in Palestine. So after they got married, they moved to Denver, so they followed my mom's brother.
So we're talking California, we're talking DC, we're talking Denver. These are like literally different parts.
All over. You get missing one day, or you need to go like stay somewhere, just call me. I have relatives in all 50 states.
That's perfect. That's perfect. I do like to take trips.
It's a big family.
So, but Greenville.
So they came in Greenville when my mom and dad were in Denver. My dad was helping my mom's brother in a store, and then his friend moved to Mount Olive, North Carolina.
Oh my God, even smaller.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they're like, hey, North Carolina has a bunch of land for sale and businesses for sale for cheap. Why don't you come over here?
Yeah.
So my dad's like, all right, I'm coming to Mount Olive. So he came and visited him, and I guess they found the store in Farmville, North Carolina, because I think it's only like a 20-minute drive between the two cities.
Yeah, and was it on that main strip?
Yeah, it was right off the highway.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And then so like our family had the family friends that were at Farmville downtown, which is
wow.
that specific stereotypical one strip downtown, where they had the very old, like there's like the hardware store, the antique store.
I remember that.
And then it was like this men's clothing store, and then all of a sudden like the local pharmacy, like all on the same like strip, like very, very old school kind of stuff like that. That's yeah, right? It's crazy, right? But it's kind of funny now because like today we're like, when we go see those things, we're like, oh, this is nostalgic.
Yeah, you're like, I remember walking on this street when you were young.
And now they're trying to do like facelifts and kind of get them up to there. But I love it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm like, this is what we remember as
true.
Kids.
We're like, wait, bring back our home. Even Greenville.
Yeah.
Greenville's a city now.
Oh my God.
You can't even drive there.
I just went to Greenville this past weekend and they have really changed downtown significantly. Sorry. They do not call it downtown anymore. I apologize to those that are coming in and tuning in from Greenville. It is Uptown Greenville.
No way.
Yeah, well,
they changed it to Uptown? Wow.
Yeah, so...
Sorry, we're like Uptown Charlotte.
Uptown Charlotte, Uptown Greenville, that's the true mark of a city, I guess, these days. We're changing it from downtown to uptown. So
keeping it classy.
Yeah, got to, because, I think I blame Bruno Mars, something about a funk. But I love it. Like growing up was fun. Now, if you had to say, like coming forward, like currently, if you had to tell people about Palestinian culture, like if there was a nugget that you could give out there to the folks that are just like, what would you like them to know about like Palestine and the Palestinian folk and kind of like either a culture piece, music piece, whatever. Is there something that you would like to share that maybe some folks that don't know much about it would love to learn?
Oh yeah. Palestinians love to feed, they love to give, they love gathering. So if you know a Palestinian, get on their good side and you will be fed every day.
That's why I'm here. No, this is great.
There you go.
That is awesome. See that's great. And again, it's just about being a good neighbor and just like talking to folks, right?
Yeah, it's very family orientated, and it's if you're not family, you will be family. So it's I love it. Everyone stays close. That's why I tell you, wherever you go in the 50 states, let me know.
You got me?
You're my third, fourth, fifth cousin. If I never met them, they'll still bring you in.
That's fantastic. Well,
I met my cousin at NC State, by the way. I had a third cousin at NC State in college.
You had no idea.
I had no idea.
You
People
just
like
showed up and like, you guys are...
No, they're like, Netta, you got a relative walking around campus. And I'm like, who? What? I got a relative in Raleigh? They're like, yeah. I'm like, Mom, Dad, who's this relative? They're like, we don't know, go figure it out.
Oh, so you just go to that person and say,
I beat him, I'm like, who's your daddy? And then I figured it out.
Yeah, that's a great way to start. Hey, who's your dad? Like, that's
like my daddy's this person, who's yours?
So then you have to like mentally paint a family tree.
Yeah, so we figured out we're third cousins. Our dads are cousins. So it's like, and I knew his cousins that were in New York. That's the funny part is I knew his first cousins, which are my third cousins, but I didn't realize they had a tie to North Carolina with this guy that was going to NC State on the campus.
So here's the crazy thing. All of that to me sounded like a lot of math, which I am not great at. I was just like...
The first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and you got the sixth, seventh, and eighth.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're at with that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so grape leaves, but they're called...
Warak Diwali.
Warak Diwali. Diwali.
Diwali, yeah.
Diwali.
There you go.
It's so Warak Diwali, they're served at celebrations.
Yeah, or if you have a big gathering, it's a big deal. Because nobody wants to make it.
Nobody wants to make it?
It takes 3 hours to roll. Imagine rolling blunts for 3 hours. And then you eat it in 2 minutes.
Is that why they do it like one at a time? Like, I don't know.
I mean, my mom might make it. I don't know anything about rolling blunts, but I know people tell me it looks like a blunt, so. For the record, Mom.
We're having way too much fun right now. Alright, so birthdays, weddings, any type of celebration, gatherings, people make it, and this is what we do. So, this is the final product, right?
Oh yeah, try it. Don't judge me.
You made them. I'm not gonna. This is great. I'm gonna take a look at these right here. So I'll let we kind of just show our folks at home what we're looking at here. Of course, nice little stacked up grape leaf sign, or Warak Diwali, as it is pronounced. But please take one, and I'll take one, and we'll just
try it first.
We're going to.
Cheers.
There we go. See?
You like it?
That's good. It says rice, some spices.
Ground beef.
Oh, that's great stuff. I think I have another one. This is but I should talk while I eat, but it's kind of rude. But at the same time, who cares? This is great.
Sometimes you make squash with it too.
You put squash inside the grape leaves? Mm-hmm. You use squash too.
You stuff squash, and it'll all be in a big pan. So you have squash, grape leaves, and then on the bottom of the pan, so that it doesn't burn, you'll have sliced up potatoes. Oh my God, eating the potatoes from the bottom of the pan is so good.
Our next episode will include. No, I'm just kidding.
The whole dish. The whole thing.
This is delicious. Netta, thank you so much for opening your home, talking to us about what Warak Diwali, and kind of giving us these grape leaves. That's pretty great introduction. Great introduction into Palestinian culture, you know.
Thank you.
The openness of it. Great stories. So I just want to say thank you to Netta for opening her home, and we'll get out of here. So
thank you guys.
I'm gonna just take these with me, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
Enjoy. How was it?
That was amazing.
Yay!
That was
Yeah.
great.
I am not even angry. I'm gonna have to watch it like 30 times in a row.
That was.
I tried to keep it like light too.
Gosh, that was awesome. Like, and this is really good. You should get in on these.